Hello everyone, my name is Swagata Dasgupta. My email address is swagatadasgupta5@gmail.com. My GitHub username is Swagata Dasgupta. My EdX username is Swagata Dasgupta. This project is recorded on September 29th, 2025 from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to my CS50 Introduction to Cybersecurity final project. The topic I have chosen is When Trust Becomes a Threat, Google's Salesforce Breach via Social Engineering. I chose this topic because it reflects a critical shift in cybersecurity threats, from purely technical exploits to psychological manipulation. Social engineering attacks are rising because they target the most unpredictable part of any system, the human. This breach is a textbook example of how trust, urgency, and authority can be weaponized to bypass even enterprise-grade defenses. So what happened? In early August 2025, a threat group known as ShinyHunters targeted a Google employee in a sophisticated social engineering attack. By impersonating a trusted Salesforce partner and creating a sense of urgency, they convinced the employee to approve a malicious Salesforce app. Once approved, the app gained access to sensitive business customer data stored in Google Salesforce CRM. This incident was first reported by CPO Magazine in an article titled Google is the latest company hit by Salesforce hack as ShinyHunters escalates to launching data breach site, published on August 13th, 2025. The breach exposed contact information for small and medium-sized business clients and was part of a broader campaign involving collaboration with the Scattered Spider Group. The visuals here show a timeline graphic and icons representing impersonation, app approval, and the resulting data breach, setting the stage for how this attack unfolded. With that, let's break down the attack step by step. Step 1. The attacker initiated contact using a spoofed email and a follow-up phone call. This multi-channel approach added credibility and urgency. Step 2. They posed as a Salesforce partner using insider language and brand familiarity to build trust. Step 3. They submitted a malicious app for approval, one that appeared legitimate on the surface. Step 4. The employee, likely under pressure and without a clear escalation path, approved the app. No second opinion, no red flags raised. Step 5. The app accessed CRM data using Salesforce APIs, extracting sensitive information without triggering alarms. Now let's take a look at how the attack worked from a technical perspective. The malicious app exploited OAuth, a protocol used to authorize apps to access user data. It requested broad permission scopes, essentially asking for more access than it needed. Once approved, the app used Salesforce APIs to extract data silently. And because there was no monitoring in place for unusual access patterns, no alerts were triggered. The system trusted the app because a human had trusted the attacker. The visuals here show a diagram of the OAuth flow and a snippet of the API calls or permission scopes, illustrating how the attacker moved through the system undetected. Let's take a look at the social engineering tactics. This attack was a masterclass in social engineering. The attacker used vishing, which is voice phishing, to build rapport and urgency. They used phrases like, "this is time sensitive," and "this is an executive level request" to short circuit critical thinking. These cues are designed to trigger compliance and bypass skepticism. Crucially, there was no second level approval required for app integration. The attacker didn't need to compromise a system, they needed to compromise a person. The visuals here include code bubbles showing attacker dialogue and an icon of a confused employee on a phone call, symbolizing the human vulnerability at the heart of this breach. So, why did this breach succeed? First, there was an over reliance on employee discretion. The system trusted the employee to make a high stakes decision without backup. Second, there was no anomaly detection for third party app behavior. Once the app was approved, it operated freely, no alerts, no oversight. Third, the app approval workflow was inadequate. There were no checks, no escalation paths, and no requirement for multi person review. The visuals here show red flags with expected security and actual response. This breach wasn't just a failure of technology, it was a failure of governance, training, and process. So, how do we prevent breaches like this? On the technical side, enforce multi person approval for app integrations. No single employee should have unilateral power. Limit OAuth scopes to the minimum necessary and rotate tokens regularly. Monitor API behavior using anomaly detection tools that flag unusual access patterns. On the human side, conduct regular social engineering awareness training. Teach employees to recognize manipulation tactics. Establish clear escalation paths for suspicious requests. Make it easy to say, "I need to check with someone." Run simulated phishing and vishing drills to build resilience and confidence. The visuals here show shields containing tech defenses and human defenses. Cybersecurity isn't just about firewalls, it's about mindset. It's about empowering employees to pause, question, and escalate. In conclusion, this breach shows how even robust technical systems can be undermined by human error. The attacker didn't hack the system, they hacked the workflow. They exploited trust, urgency, and authority to bypass defenses. The solution isn't just better code, it's better communication, better training, and better processes. Security is a shared responsibility. It lives in architecture, yes, but also in culture. Final thought: security isn't just code, it's a culture. Thank you for taking the time to watch my CS50 Cybersecurity final project. This breach reminds us that security isn't just about defending systems, it's about empowering people. Whether it's through better architecture, smarter workflows, or stronger awareness, we all play a role in protecting what matters. Thank you.